What a ripper of a stage up here at Isla 2000, where the Slovenian yellow jersey race leader Tadej Pogacar demoralized his rivals. Second overall, Jonas Vingegaard. Third overall, Remco Evenepoel, riding away solo to his fourth stage victory so far in this year's edition, adding to the two he took last weekend in the Pyrenees and the one many moons ago in Valois over the Glibier. This stage was a real tester, one of those final two alpine stages that are left in the 2024 Tour de France. A day of climbing, three categorized climbs over 2,000 meters, the Vars, the Bonnet, and then the final one here to Isla 2000. We saw a move of six form. It was a powerful move that included two riders from Visma Lease Bike, Matteo Jorgenson and Wilco Kilderman. Also in there, Simon Yates, Richard Carapaz, winner of the stage yesterday, back behind. It was Niels Pollitt, Soler, Wellens, all the UAE boys, the early men doing the work for Tadej Pogacar, all decked out in yellow. Heading over the Col de la Bonette, this is France's highest paved road, Europe's big high pass, 2,800 meters in altitude. Up front, Matteo Jorgenson was set up perfectly by Wilco Kilderman. He launched around 13.5 kilometers out, or 14 kilometers to go, riding away solo. After 4 years with Movistar, now in Visma Lease Bike, riding here at the Tour de France, defending Jonas Vingegaard, he's getting a shot at stage victory. He explained before the stage that first they were supposed to be satellite men, him and Wilco, but then it switched over to one of those two, specifically Matteo, going for the stage win. And he had a good amount of time back behind. Carapaz and Yates were fighting it out, 30 seconds with around 9.5 kilometers to go. But that's when Tadej Pogacar decided to light things up. Back there around 8.7 kilometers to go. Looks back at Remco Evenepoel, looks back at Jonas Vingegaard riding in the polka dot jersey, holding it for Tadej Pogacar, and just rides clear through the tunnel. 8.5 kilometers to go. At this point, he has around 2.5 minutes to cover to reach Matteo Jorgenson. But it's doable because this is Tadej Pogacar on a mission. The Grim Reaper, out for blood, tearing apart the peloton and demoralizing everyone. In yellow, as he did at the Giro d'Italia. In pink, he was in charge, seeing the riders in his sights. First it was Carapaz in pink, then it was Simon Yates in the orange and green, and then finally into that Renaissance jersey to celebrate Italy and Florence, where this race started so many days ago. He had Matteo Jorgenson in his sight. Back behind, Remco Evenepoel ditched his teammate Landa, ditched João Almeida, and attacked. Only Jonas Vingegaard could stick with him, but that's all he was doing. Jonas wasn't attacking. Tadej was pulling back the remaining escapees, these riders that had worked so well over this 145 kilometer, relatively short stage, but plenty of vertical meters out there on the day, catching Simon Yates with 3 kilometers to go, and then setting his sights on the stage win, his fourth stage win, because at 2 kilometers to go, he said, "Ciao, see you later," to Matteo Jorgenson. Matteo Jorgenson, head down, had no answer to that, demoralized when we spoke to him there at the finish line. But hey, Matteo, you rode well. No one could stop Tadej Pogacar today, out on a mission to really underline his dominance in this 2024 Tour de France. In yellow, Slovenian flags waving at the finish line, fans slamming their hands on the barriers to greet Tadej Pogacar, just pedaling so smoothly his Colnago team bike up to the finish line, where he was to be greeted with a huge crowd, a huge roar, and it was just Tadej Pogacar, fist in the air, fist, and taking a bow to everyone, celebrating, also saying thank you to the Tour de France. But behind, coming in 1 minute 20, 1 minute 30, the time was ticking to the second place overall, to the third place overall, Vingegaard, Remco Evenepoel. Those riders would fight all the way to the finish line. Remco would not be able to distance Jonas Vingegaard to fight for that second place overall. They ride to the finish line 1 minute 42 back. Tadej Pogacar also gaining 10 seconds in bonus at the finish line, now with a healthy 5 minutes and 3-second lead over Jonas Vingegaard, and Remco Evenepoel sitting back there in third place overall at 7 minutes and 1 second. Now further down, what will happen with Matteo Jorgenson gaining so much time in that escape today? Well, he leapfrogged a few different riders on the GC, now moved to 9th overall in attention because he's around 50 seconds behind Derek G in the overall classification. Speaking with Jonas Vingegaard at the team bus afterwards, you could tell he was clearly demoralized. When he crossed the finish line at first, we had our camera on him, we didn't speak to him there, but he was in tears, came over, hugged Matteo Jorgenson for his effort. Wilco Kilderman was there as well. After an anti-doping control, we caught up with him at the team bus. He said he was first thinking about attacking Remco Evenepoel to gain some more time in the second place overall and perhaps to do something with Tadej Pogacar after he saw those chances right away, and he knew it wasn't going to happen because his form after that crash in the Tour of Basque Country never really came on here in the third week. Then his only thought was to protect his second place overall and not let Remco Evenepoel ride clear to gain time on him in the overall classification. Now Tadej Pogacar, love him or hate him, you have to love his desire to race a bike, racing to win. He's not out to make friends, he's out to win races. He's a true racer, flashing the 4 over the finish line to signify this is his 4th stage victory. Now he said today he wanted to win here because this is where he spent so much time between his victory at the Giro d'Italia before lining up for the Tour de France, Isola 2000, as the name would suggest, 2,000 meters in altitude. He did say tomorrow he will take it easy, but we'll have to see about that, Tadej Pogacar. But for now, I think all of us have to take our hats off and say chapeau, Tadej Pogacar. You are the king up here at 2,000 meters, Isola 2000, stage 19 of the 2024 Tour de France.